defense call a timeout.
All right,
timeout, White.
Hello. Black. You gonna get that 3-2 again right now?
No.
Brown Memorial University would like to say thank you to its athletic partners for their continued support of Brown Memorial University athletics. Okay. Memorial Sports Medicine Center, King Wars, Shoe Hotel and Golf Club.
10:37 remaining in the second quarter. The Florida Memorial University offense with a 10-3 lead right now after that touchdown pass from Antoine Williams to Tyreek Collins. Collins, a freshman from Miami Central High School right here in Miami, Florida. Antoine Williams, the sophomore from Delray Beach, Florida. First down, gain of 2 for the offense. Second down here. Williams in a shotgun to receive. There's an inside handoff. Tackle and stop by number 90, Leroy Lawrence. So it'll be third and long here. Trips to the left. Single back to Williams left. And a single receiver to his right. The snap, fake handoff. It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. And give some credit to number 9, Jerry Jean, the freshman from Fort Lauderdale Dillard High School. Forces the fourth down on the knockdown at the line of scrimmage. And so it looks like this will be a punt situation here. I believe this will count as a stop for the defense, and the defense will get 3 points, forcing the punt. Obviously, this will be a practice punt and reception here. It looks like Victor Barbosa will punt. And Corey Stanley will receive with nothing but daylight in front of him. But obviously he won't go anywhere. And the snap is over Barbosa's head. He recovers and punts, so I'm sure that'll be an opportunity to work on the long snapping. So the offense will start again. It will start on the 45-yard line. Correction. It looks like every offensive possession is going to start at the 25-yard line, regardless of what happens on the special teams punt. Beautiful night here in South Florida. A great crowd here to watch Florida Memorial football and get excited. The first opportunity to see the Lions. And offense will start this possession.
3-2.
And the shotgun's Williams. Inside, he keeps it.
Got him.
Over the middle, he has a man. Comes up short, though. Pass looked like it was intended for number 11, Markel Lee. Actually ended up more so in the hands of the defensive back, though, Joshua Rowland. He's second down and 10. Williams in the shotgun. There's a handoff.
We ain't getting to the back of it at all.
And powering his way for about a 4-yard run, number 2, George Young, a freshman from out of Miami Southridge High School. Brings up 3rd and 6 for the offense. Trips to the right for Williams, who's in the shotgun. Drops back. Fires over the middle. Off the hands. Off the hands of number 9, Collins. 8:27 remaining, and offense is going to go for it here on 4th and 6. Williams drops back, looking, scrambling to his right, looking downfield, got a man in the flat. And that's going to be enough for the first down. I thought I saw a flag, though. There is a flag, though. We'll see what happens. As he did find his intended target flashing open there. Looks like that's going to be against the offense. So it looks like that's going to be another defensive stop as it pushed him. That penalty would make it at 4th and 16, and even in a normal game situation, Coach Harris is not going to go for that. So looks like that'll be another stop for the defensive unit. And another simulated punt opportunity here. Second one of the spring game. First snap was a little bit high for Barbosa. Beautiful snap. And kick takes a blue roll. Not very much yardage on that kick, though. So our score is blue 10, white 9. So this will be the 6th offensive possession for the offense. That pitch was to number 5, Ken Liverpool, the freshman from Overtown, Florida, Miami Booker T. Washington High School. Picks up about 4 yards on that run. Liverpool is the single back next to Williams. And there's Liverpool up the middle. Picks up a first down, but he was hit. After picking up about a good 7 yards for a nice first down run. How to move the chains. First down for the offense. Ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line.
Still in it.
Yeah, 22, Chris. Let's go. 3-2.
Williams back in the shotgun. He's got two receivers to his left. Looks like that's Liverpool in the backfield with him. Hand off to Liverpool up the middle. Breaks a tackle. And wrapped up by number 10, Terry Smith, defensive back from Miami Central. The one thing about this roster, a lot of freshmen on the roster right now. Give you some numbers on how many freshmen are on this roster. Very young team, so this is a great opportunity for these young men to get some reps as they get ready to move into the summer season, and then of course when it all counts in the fall. Williams rolling to his right, looking downfield, tries to drop it underneath.
It will be third down.
It'll be third and long. Actually lost a yard on that. So now 3rd and 10. And Liverpool is going to come off the field. Looked like he might have been a little shaken up. The trainers will give him a little attention. Let's see who came in his place. Looks to be number 22. Regard Lawley. Williams drops back. Looking. He's got time. He's going deep. Oh. And there comes a flag. And might have been a little extra contact there between Stanley and the defensive back Terry Smith on that sideline.
Flags it out.
They're going to rule pass interference on the defense. So that'll be a 15-yard gain. Moves the ball all the way out to the 34-yard line. Looks like the spot is going to be. Nope, check that. That's the 36-yard line. 4:16 remaining in the second quarter. Williams in the shotgun. That's Lowey to his right. Trips to the right at the bottom of the screen. Williams, inside handoff. Lowey between the tackles. On the stop, it appeared to be number 54, Quaylen Hill. Got an injury timeout as a Lion is down on the turf. Looks like it's an offensive player. Blue jersey.
So we still got bench and levels, coach. We still got squeeze, smash.
Possibly an offensive lineman. We've got 3:58 remaining here.
That time the middle of the field is open when they go 2 and 3. They stand on the half. Okay.
Of course, the 2021 football schedule already has been released for Florida Memorial. Playing in the Mid-South Conference, the NAIA Mid-South Conference, and they'll open the season on Saturday, August 28th against Edward Waters College. That will be an away game. Then a bye week, and then moving to the first home game of the season, September 11th,
What we got? What's the play?
Right, being carried off the field.
What's the play?
Being carried off the field was Alan Luis, offensive lineman from Miami Central High School. And so we resume play now. 2nd and 8. Ball spotted at the 36. Williams going deep towards the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown. Catch by number 11, Markel Lee. Beautiful throw from Williams to Lee. Somebody in the defensive secondary got beat, or just a great play by Lee. He just ran by the secondary. Great job up front by the offensive line. And the offense puts 6 on the board. 16-9 is the lead.
If you want your D-backs to get beat, this is the time to do it. Reality, it doesn't count.
The key word there, if. I don't think you ever want that to happen.
You're absolutely right there, Ryan.
Victor Barbosa on to kick the extra point.
You know, it's funny looking at these special teams when you got Nick Jones as trying.
Yes.
Special teams are still special teams, whether they're on blue or whether they're on white.
I want to say no.
And he converts that one, so makes the score 17-9. So that was a 36-yard pass completion from Williams to Lee. By far the best throw and catch we've seen so far.
You know, these games are definitely about just getting a few scripted plays in, trying to get a good feel of what you're going to have coming back in the fall, and hopefully getting some things worked out as you look to bring in some additional players who will be eligible for some also, Brian.
Yes, definitely.
Quick game.
Jordan.
Yes.
Real quick, the cheerleaders ranked, you said they were ranked number 4.
It might come out back in that couple of years.
Here we go, 3-2.
Head coach, Kalen.
Watch Anthony Hohan don't go OT, bro. I know. I'm saying he gonna be close to Markel. Oh, Markel. Ooh, Markel, listen to his rules.
Lean to the left.
You seen that? They went man. Markel
You got
went
four,
man.
coach. What you mean?
Time for the cheerleaders. Lean to the left. Lean to the right. Stand up. Sit down. Fight.
Run that shit again.
Sitting in the grandstand. Beating on tin cans. Who care? We care. Bubba Murray care. What time for the
Good
cheerleaders?
time here at Trash Pound Stadium.
Go back to it, coach. But they gonna man it up again. Markel gonna do the same thing.
Second down and 4 for the offense.
Second down in the long four.
New quarterback in for Florida.
What might have a new quarterback in the game?
New quarterback in for what's the Florida Memorial.
There you
I
go.
believe that's
Zero on third and
Lee
five.
Elliott and McHurch.
Who?
35.
That's Elliott, right, Coach?
We'll let you know who that is in just a moment here. As it's third and 5, ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Need to get across 35. Draw back. Going deep. Stanley had to come back for it, unable to keep his feet. And that'll be, well, it'll be 4th and 5. Not sure whether Coach Harris will go for it or punt.
It's springtime. Why not?
A pass intended for Corey Stanley, so now it'll be 4th and 5 here.
Markel gonna go deep. He playing man.
Single back to the right. Trips left. Drop back, looking, scrambling, looking deep, going to the sideline, and great job to just hold his spot. Markel Lee did a great job of finding his spot 15 yards down the field, just hung right there on the sideline. Beautiful throw and catch, first down for the offense.
That was even the catch in the league, Brian, as he got both feet in. Toes, heels, everything in right there. Just standing there, hanging out.
Quarterback is 18. Quarterback is 18.
Jordan Elliott is the quarterback, and there was a flag on the play, so it brings it all the way back, Drew. That'll be, I believe that might have been a holding there. And so, wipe that first down off the field, and I think because of that penalty, the defense will get credit with a stop as it becomes a 4th and long. So give 3 points to the defense. It makes our score 17-12.
Just over a minute to go in the ball in the first half.
Who that?
Looked like they had a new long snapper in for that simulation. Much better punt that time by Barbosa.
I think we're going to get some 2-minute drive right here, Brian, with 57 seconds remaining in the half.
I think so. This will be a good opportunity for that. It'll be interesting to see where they choose to spot this ball. Of course, they've been spotting everything starting at the 25, so I don't think it looks like that'll remain consistent. Again, there are 4 12-minute quarters here. And then if I'm not mistaken, I think there may be some simulation quarters or downs following that. 57.4 remaining. Be a good opportunity for the offense to see how quickly they can matriculate the ball down the field. Of course, clock stops after a first down. New quarterback.
Why not bring him in? 2-minute drill. Whoa, that was mistiming on that play
was
right there.
DeMarcus McUrchin, who came in on that particular. Right, he's in for this series.
New quarterback for Florida Memorial.
And that pass miss its intended target. Defense seemed like they could have picked that ball off. It'll be 2nd and 10, 53.4.
17.
Inside handoff. And there's a nice run for a first down by number 2, George Young. That's going to be a first down. Stops the clock with 47.3, and quickly back to the line of scrimmage is the offense, getting ready for their next play. McEachern steps back, and that pass was intended for Stanley, but broken up by the defensive back, number 6, Darius Conley.
Great job by him right there. Playing the ball, knowing he had the sideline as his friend and just pushing him out of bounds.
McEachern in the shotgun, dropping back the pass, stepping up into the pocket, and pressure that time by number 9, Jerry Jean. Affected the throwing motion on that particular throw, and it'll now be, and the clock's going to keep running here, 11, 10 seconds. I don't think we're going to get another play off before we move to halftime. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, and I think that's going to be how this first half ends. So an opportunity for both sides, offense and defense, to go to half and sort of reset themselves, figure out what they did right, what they did wrong. Our score offense with 17 points. The defense has had 4 stops and earned themselves 12 points. So when we come back out of the halftime, we'll have 2 more quarters plus some. And you're watching Florida Memorial University football on the Black College Sports Network.
We're so excited about having spring football this year, because of the pandemic, whether we weren't able to have spring football, in the fall last year, come spring. But we're just so excited, an opportunity for us to be able to teach, develop, give our kids an opportunity to show that they truly understand how to train and how to practice, in college football. So it's been awesome. It's been great for us. It's been great for the players. They've been so excited in terms of their development each day through watching video after practice, making sure we come and coaching the tapes. Has been good. We also have some great standout individuals doing a great job overall. In spring football. From the offensive line standpoint, Carlos Booth has been tremendous this year. Jeremiah Jenkins has been spring. Those guys have really stood out consistently, against the defense, against all different type of stunts and all the stuff that goes with spring ball. The defensive line, Anthony Harris, has really showed up real well for us, consistently doing the things that he has to do, from a defensive line standpoint and from a leadership standpoint as well. That's been great for us. Corey Stanley has been great at receiver, has been doing a great job for us. And Markel Lee also, have stepped up well.
Microphone check.
From that deal there. So we've been excited about that deal, about how they progress and how things that they're going well with, as well as that. And from the secondary, I know Terry Smith has did a great job, is doing a great job, had some great picks, had a nice pick, in the spring first practice that we had, in the spring game that we actually had, from that standpoint, our first practice that we had during the spring, from a game standpoint with the referees overall. We felt good about that one. And one thing good about having our first spring practice, we had it at Hadley Park, thanks to Coach Luther Campbell and Liberty City Optimists giving us an opportunity to go out there and train, in the community. It has been great. And at the spring game, we was able to have some of the elite high school coaches to come in, Max Edwards from Northwestern, Roland Smith, from Miami Central. We had Cox, from Booker T. Washington High School. So we have been having some elite coaches coming to be able to watch our student athletes compete and doing things that we can definitely keep a nice relationship there with those schools. And we're looking for all the other high schools, around the county to be able to come out and watch us compete. We'll be competing this Saturday as well You know, we're looking at the location. We'll either be on Hadley Park or we'll be on Gibson Park. So we're deciding where we're going to go with that one. And we want to see all the guys, all the kids from different teams to come out and watch us compete, see what type of players we got in the system that we run and coach, in terms of how our coaches coach and how we teach, that you can be a part of our program. You know, so we're just excited so far about spring ball.
Guest, somebody who has been in coaching basically all his life, has done an awesome job, regarded by me as one of the top coaches. He is the head coach at Florida Memorial University, Coach Tim Ice Harris. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time. You guys are in full gear, full spring, everything going well, and headed for a week from this Friday, your spring game. Talk about spring, and thanks so much, and I hope you had a great Easter.
All right, thank you, Larry, for having me on. I really appreciate it. The coaching staff does as well as our student athletes at Florida Memorial University that's here in the spring, really setting the foundation. It's something that we didn't get to have last year, but it's so grateful to be able to have a spring this year with the reps that goes with the development, of the student athlete, at Florida Memorial. So it's been great for us as coaches, consistently have them and doing development drills and doing things, putting in different concepts and everything, as well as the meetings that goes on there face-to-face, other than what we used to have during the Zoom time. Now we get an opportunity to do it face-to-face, and it's just been great for us, overall as a program.
Coach, this is for you. You guys have really never stopped. I mean, I saw you, all your coaches everywhere. You were at the Orange Bowl showcase. You guys are sticking your fingers in there everywhere possible just to get your name out there with a lot of the athletes. And it seems like it's worked because, judging by your recruiting class from this year in February, you got 75 to 80% of the kids from South Florida, which ultimately are the fans that are going to come see you the most. Talk about that and keeping a lot of this so local like you've done.
Yeah, we just been excited, with recruiting. We had a little taste of, this league is great. This league is doing a great job. The coaches in this league is doing a tremendous job in terms of developing their program. So for us, recruiting has to be a key thing for us to catch up with them. We're so far away from them. We have to do whatever we have to do at this point in recruiting to be able to catch up with what's going on, around us in the Sun Division in the Mid-South Conference. So it's been great for us to be able to make sure we recruit well, in that area. So it's been great. The coaches in South Florida has been awesome, with us, giving us an opportunity to recruit their students. That's been great for us as well. We just want to make sure now we just continue to keep growing in that area where they can see that, at South Florida, here that they go into it. There's a program that's here that's looking for the kids that got the chip on their shoulder, that didn't get what he thought he probably wanted, in the college recruiting situation based on what happened with COVID and all the schools maintaining different students. But we tell them, you don't have to go looking for something. You have a school right here, in Miami Gardens, Florida Memorial University, that's here for you to give you an opportunity to, number one, graduate from college, and number two, compete and win championships. So we definitely after it, and we have to win. We have to do that by doing a great job here in South Florida in recruiting.
No doubt. Coach Tim Ice Harris, head coach at Florida Memorial University, joining us. And Coach, the thing is you hit it right on the head, and a lot of people may not even understand it, but your league is really good. I mean, you take a look at teams that have started to get themselves established over the years, like Warner and Weber and Florida, the school in Lakeland Southeastern University, and then you look down here with St. Thomas and obviously Kaiser. Coach Socha's built a pretty good program, and then you got Ave Maria. So you've got 6 schools in that conference right here in the state, which are built-in rivalries, but you're all going for the same recruits.
Oh, definitely. It's a great, and that's what we want college football to be about. That's why, opportunity for what they consider us as small college football, you know, in terms of like what we can do with this. And that's for every team, especially here at Florida Memorial. We can be able to say that we can start small, but we can end up big. And I know all the other schools around us, you know, feel like that as well. You know, but it's just great coaching. I think the coaching is doing well. You're watching them on video. You have an opportunity to when you're breaking down film and seeing the things that they're doing, and then you can watch a Division I school or 1AA school, and you see the same type of football. You know, we might not have the 6'7" or the 6'6" type of players at some point, but in terms of what we're doing, X's and O's wise, you know, we right there in it with the best of them at that point.
No doubt. No, I agree with you. Coach Tim Ice Harris joining us. And, Coach, when you take a look at the talent, and obviously no one knows the talent down here better than you. You grew up down here. You coached down here. You've had success with a lot of the kids. Talk about that, because that's a huge advantage. And we talked about that, you know, when we were at St. Thomas University that day at that Orange Bowl showcase, how right there in just Miami Gardens with Florida Memorial and St. Thomas, within 5 miles, you have some of the best athletes in the country.
Most definitely. We definitely see that as well. We see that clearly, you know, here in South Florida. You know, it's just growing. It's getting better every day. And I do take my hats off to all the high school coaches here in South Florida as well that do a great job with their teaching and their development, you know, with their student athletes, really putting them in position to learn how to compete, you know, and that's what's happening here, you know, in South Florida. These coaches is learning how to compete. They play in all the big games, you know, that goes on here in South Florida. They compete against all the other schools around the country. You know, all the top-rated schools around the country, these coaches are putting their kids into that environment, and it's definitely preparing them, you know, to go to college and be able to compete right away as freshmen. And you can look around the country, you know, you see kids from South Florida, you know, no matter what division and what level it is, these students are really stepping in, and they playing as freshmen right away. So I think the high school coaches are doing a tremendous job, and we are happy to be, you know, consistently at Florida Memorial to be a part of that recruiting phase, that they can be able to give us some of those students as well, and we can continue to grow and compete with this league.
No doubt. Coach, before we let you go, talk about your spring game that's coming up a week from Friday. Talk about that time and how people, you guys going to allow people in to watch as well?
Yes. It's free to come in. We're going to have you know, it's open, you know, to the public at this point. We'll definitely have masks will be required to be able to come in, and definitely have a temperature gauge to making sure that we all got the right temperature coming into the stadium. We'll definitely be working on the social distance part of everything as well, you know, because the university have been doing a great job at that from us. Because we test every week at Florida Memorial University, so that keep us in great position to making sure that we in control of what's happening, you know, in the pandemic situation. So we want to be able to bring that safety to the stadium as well. But at the same point, we want the fans to come out. We want all our incoming freshmen that we all send them invitations with their family to come out to the Mecca. It's a Friday night, April 16th. You know, they're trying to make sure that we want our students to understand, like, what's happening at Trans Power State and why it's so impacted in terms of the kind of player that you have to be on game day. You know, guys that we have on our team now that play that Trans understand the passion that goes with that campus and being on that field at Trans. So we're just excited, you know, as a university to be able to do that. And we are happy, you know, that Miami-Dade Public Schools give us an opportunity to be able to go there and have a spring game this year there. And I also would like to thank, you know, for right now we practice in the community, you know, as well as at Liberty City Park. So I'd like to thank Coach Luther Campbell, you know, and the Liberty City Optimists for giving us. We had a chance to go on Saturday to go to Overtown. So I'd like to thank Ben Hanks and Overtown Optimists for giving us an opportunity to have some spring scrimmages, you know, at those two locations. And we do practice at Liberty City Optimists at this point. So we do appreciate everybody that's come out and be excited about, you know, where we at Trans Power Friday April 16th. Let's be excited. We have our band will be there. So you'll get a sneak preview of what we're going to be like during the fall, the band, the cheerleaders. You know, we're going to have a really major event. We're going to make it an event, you know, that everybody can be excited when they come to a Florida Memorial football game.
Good stuff. Coach Tim Isaris, Florida Memorial University. Thanks, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
We are back. For the first time in 62 years, the Florida Memorial Lions will hit the gridiron, and their home games will be streamed by the Black College Sports Network at www.fmuathletics.com, www.mybcsn.net, and on the MyBCSN app, available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.
We have a spring game coming up in
Scheduling stuff.
April 16th. Friday Night Lights at Trash Power at the Met.
Which mic am I using?
So we're excited at 7 o'clock. So we're excited about that, you know, as a staff and as a program. You know, we're really looking forward. We're bringing the band out. We're bringing cheers out, you know. So we're bringing all the things that we can show you what college football at Florida Memorial is going to be like, what type of event that it's going to be like. So we're looking to have everybody there. Looking forward to everybody being there, and we're just going to be excited to make sure we show you that we're doing a great job here at Florida Memorial University. The football program is really stepping up to the next level, and we're taking it, you know, one day at a time. Go Lions.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Blue and White Spring Game, the FMU Blue and White Spring Game here at Nathaniel Trash Powell Stadium in Miami, Florida. Brian Fulford here along with A.D. Drew here calling this spring contest as the tune-up for the first Florida Memorial University football season in 63 years will be this fall.
That's a long time, Brian. That's a long time.
And so as we start the third quarter here with the Blue on offense leading 17-12. In at quarterback for the offense, number 12, Antoine Williams.
Like
And that first carry of about 3 yards was number 4, Keon Pierre. Second and 7. Williams in the shotgun. Trips to his far right, bunched down at the bottom near the sideline. There's the inside handoff to Pierre as he bursts through that hole, almost a pickup of 10. It's a nice run. Actually picked up got about 6 yards through the hole before anyone really grabbed hold of his jersey.
That was good enough for a first down.
And so for the offense traditionally scores points, touchdowns, field goals, extra points. The defense, though, every time the defense gets a stop, meaning that they would have forced either a turnover on downs or a punt, the defense will get 3 points. And they'll also earn points on turnovers and returns for touchdowns. And right now the defense had 4 stops, in the first half. The offense scored 2 touchdowns and 1 field goal. Puts our score at 17-12. Second down and 6 from the 40. Inside handoff, Pierre. As he is hit and then driven back by number 13, Ladarius Edwards.
Hey, Brian, as good as some of these defenses are in college football, don't you wish they could score like that all the time, Brian?
Third and 5 now. Again, single receiver to his left, Williams left. He drops back. He's looking, goes out to left. He's got a man, but throws it short. A little misread there. It looked like he was on a go route, but Williams kind of was throwing short toward the sideline, so a little miscommunication there.
What he missed on that play was, I don't have the roster in front of me, but he missed number 6 going across the middle on a crossing route. Was wide open there going across the middle, Brian.
Good catch there. Here we go, 4th down and 5. 2 receivers in motion. I think we're going to have a timeout there.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication. The person who was supposed to go in motion didn't know, and somebody was supposed to stay. So,
Coach Hibbins. So with 8 minutes to play here, the offense will set themselves. Coming up this fall, the 2021 football season, it will be a full season. This past year, of course, 2020 in the fall, FMU was able to play 3 games, unfortunately, due to the health protocols and the safety of all the student athletes. The season had to be suspended. So coming back in 2021 will be a full season, and we all hope and pray that we're in a better place as a country come this fall, and especially for sports, and that programs, especially in the lower collegiate levels, even in the NAIA, are able to resume play. Here we go, 4th and 5, and there's an offsides by the defense. I believe that was number 90, defensive lineman. Leroy Lawrence jumped.
Is that going to be enough for a first down?
We'll see here.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, it'll be right on the line. They'll probably give him, if it's based on the sideline official, it will be.
They're not going to pull the chains out in March on it.
Oh, hey, the officials are working as well here. Spring for the officials as well. As you can see, it's a teaching opportunity here. See more than their normal standard crew of officials. They'll say he was short.
They're actually going to work on the measurement, Brian.
Oh, they are going to work on the measurement, are they?
No, he said give it to him.
All right, so the officials give him the first down. I figured if it was 3rd and 5, and you might as well go ahead. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Williams drops back. Pump fake. Look, he's got to roll out into traffic.
He's got it all day.
And they're going to say there was a sack there. That looks like it's going to be credited towards number 19, I believe, Philman Roundtree.
That's just a safety thing during this time of the season.
Sure.
He had plenty of room over there on the left side. He probably had a good 5-6 yard pickup there ahead of him.
It's almost a 10-yard loss. It is about a 10-yard loss. Be 2nd and 20 from just inside the 37, or 2nd and 20, yes.
Just over 6 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
Inside handoff to number 4, Keon Pierre. And now it'll be 3rd and long. needing to get all the way across the 50 to the 43. Needing to get to the 43 on the other side of the field to safely pick up the first down. Williams with a single back to his left, trips to his right, single receiver to his far left. He drops back, looks deep. Here comes the pressure. Steps up in the pocket, goes deep down the field, right? Oh, and he just off his hands. Intended receiver, number 9, Tyreek Collins. He turned around. Ball hit him in the hands, unable to secure that one. It would have been a first down. Would have been a nice throw. Would have been it was a nice throw. Would have been a great catch.
Well, the one place you can't hit a receiver, Brian, you know it's in the hands, right?
And now it'll be fourth and 20 again. So this will be an opportunity for the defense to get a stop and get 3 points on the board. Our score, offense with 17, defense with 12. 4th and 20 again, needing to get to the 43. Williams drops back, steps up into the pocket, and he's going to be tagged, and he's going to come up short. In a normal situation, he probably would have kept running.
And it would have been close.
Yeah, would have been close, but the rules of this, he's touched and he's down, and so give 3 points to the defense on that one. So a good opening stop for the defensive team, and makes our score 17-15 with 4:10 to play. I wanted to take a moment and go through the 2021 football schedule here. For those of you curious and may not have seen it online, they did pass out nice flyers here if you happen to have come to the game. The season will open in Jacksonville on August 28th in the Big Cat Classic against Edward Waters College. Edward Waters moving up to Division II status, we believe. They just named himself a new coach today.
Yeah, coach from Virginia State.
First down. And tackle just maybe a half a yard, maybe a yard past the line of scrimmage. And we've got a defensive player deep in the backfield that's down.
Let's see if that's just cramps or something more serious. We are just hoping it's just cramps right now.
It appears to be number 35, Mikael Rucker. So while the medical staff gives attention to Mr. Rucker, we'll go back through that schedule for the upcoming year, and it starts again on the road, Jacksonville. The Big Cat Classic on August 28th. There's a bye week in week 2 of the season, and then September 11th, they take on, FMU takes on Cumberlands from Kentucky out of the Mid-South Conference. And those of you who may not be familiar with the Mid-South Conference, actually an NAIA conference that's made up of 3 different divisions. Florida Memorial playing in the Sun Division. So Cumberland's Kentucky will be the first home game of the season.
And actually, correct me if I'm wrong, that's their first home game for the rebirth of Florida Memorial, Brian.
You are correct, and those home games for the upcoming year will be played, at least as it stands today. They are planned to be played here at Traz Powell Stadium. All of the times are TBA, so we don't know yet whether those will be afternoon games or evening, but I'm sure as we get closer throughout the course of the summer, make sure to pay attention to FMUathletics.com for the most up-to-date information. So that's game number 2, week 3 of the season, hosting Cumberland's Kentucky. Then they'll go on the road September 18th and take on Faulkner. Faulkner actually nationally ranked in NAIA football this past season. Then September 28th, another road game, this time against Cumberland, Tennessee, the Cumberland Phoenix. Moving into the month of October, another second home game of the season will be against Kaiser, and this will be the actual first conference, Sun Division Conference opponent. Kaiser was actually ranked number 4 in NAIA football this past season. We'll finish with the rest of the schedule and the second half of the season here in just a moment. Second down and 9. Williams in the shotgun, trips left, drops back. There's a screen.
Great middle screen right there.
Out to the 40. And on the run right there appears to be number 2, George Young. Had to shake off a few defenders, but he had to shake off his own man there at first. Had to shake off a teammate. So beautifully executed screenplay there by the offense. Moves the ball all the way out to the 46-yard line. First down for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Inside handoff. Fighting through traffic. Young, a freshman from out of Miami Southridge High School. Picks up about 8 yards, makes it 2nd and 2. Ball spotted at the 46. Trips to the left for Williams. Single back to his left is Young. Inside handoff to Young. Got him on the right side across the 40-yard line to about the 37.
Way to lower your shoulder, young man.
And Young is on a roll right now. Another first down for the offense.
And there was no pun intended when I called him young man right there, Brian.
I caught you. Offense is in a groove right now. They quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Williams, there's another handoff to Young. Right up the middle between the tackles. And he'll pick up about 5 yards. Four yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at the 33. Williams in the shotgun. Out to the flat. And there's a first down.
Offense looks good on this series right here, Brian.
Yes, indeed. They found themselves a nice tempo and a nice pace. That reception there by Markel Lee. And right back to the line of scrimmage is the offense. After picking up the first down. 9 seconds remaining. 7 seconds, 6. Let's see if they get one final playoff. I don't think they will.
I got to call it a day, Brian.
And call this quarter will end, and they'll kind of flip sides. And so end of the third quarter. Our score: offense 17, defense 15. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after these words. And that's a...
You all right. Get your ass up.
A good play, a hard tackle finished up there from Williams. Check that in the ball game. DeMarcus Urchin.
Markel could go outside. Markel go outside.
McEachern, excuse me. As there was a hard tackle there on Corey Stanley at the end of that play, a little suplex.
Don't forget that's his teammate now.
Exactly. You got to remember that's your teammate there. You got to be. Might want to be a little more cautious on those kind of takedowns. There's the inside handoff. There's a touchdown. Nice touchdown run on the inside draw play. Regard Lolly gets the touchdown for the offense.
Hell no. Look where he going.
And adds 6 on the board. And that makes it 23 to 15. A little flag on the play there. I think the officials are gonna flag the offense. A little too much celebrating there, deep in the end zone.
Does it really count when you get a celebration penalty in a spring game playing your own teammates?
You know, I bet anything Coach Harris has probably told these guys that, you know, they want to treat this like a real game. So in a real game, you would have got flagged for that. So guess what? They got flagged for it.
I wonder if they're going to have to run real sprints for that penalty right there, Brian.
Yeah, you got it. Do a nice job.
Here's the extra point attempt by Victor Barbosa.
That was Mikey Joseph. Mikey Joseph.
He hopes to get to do a lot of that this season, Brian. So, Brian, since you've got that schedule in your hand, answer the question that everybody wants to know. When is homecoming, bro?
Definitely, as we get through the second half of the season, moving to the schedule here, October 9th is a home game, home conference game against Warner University, the Warner Royals. Then on the road, and it really can't be much of a road game on October 16th because you're playing St. Thomas University, and they're right up the road. So that's almost
That's actually, St. Thomas is actually closer than this stadium is to the university.
Might be. October 23rd, home game. I believe that is Campbellsville. Got to pull up my schedule here. On October 23rd. October 30th, FMU travels down to Ave Maria. Homecoming, you asked about homecoming, Drew. November 6th. Make your plans to be here November 6th when the Lions take on Weber International for homecoming.
You know, that's just one of those traditional homecoming dates. You know, everybody either has their homecoming, it seems like, last Saturday in October or first Saturday in November.
Well, definitely that is the homecoming season, and so it's won't be the and it's actually the last game, so it'll actually be
senior day also.
If we have seniors, and looking at this roster, there are quite a few freshmen and sophomores, so that might not be a bad day to actually have.
Get to the back.
Might not be a bad day to have that homecoming be the last game.
You know something else about homecoming on that date, Brian? Because we are here in South Florida, you know, homecoming weather should still be pretty decent. You know, it shouldn't be too hot, and it won't be cold yet, you know, like it is in some parts of the country when they have homecoming.
Well said. So the offense, after the penalty, after the touchdown, started 10 yards deep. On the first play, picked up about 7 yards. And so in at quarterback right now is number 18, Jordan Elliott. Elliott is a freshman from Tallahassee, Florida, Jefferson City High School.
Who's the left guard?
So it'll be 3rd and 3. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. And at this point here in the fourth quarter, just under 7 to play, more likely to see your second and third team players here.
Oh. Somebody jumped.
And
He
so
made contact though. They're gonna give him that.
offsides
Oregon too close for them to run. They too
on the
fast.
defense will make it a 5-yard penalty, and the ball will move
Coach Philly.
to the 24.
You got the safeties down.
Actually,
I know.
just past the 24, but it'll be 1st and 10 there
Yeah.
for the offense. Elliott drops back, pass into the flat, and he, you know what? Is that ball live?
They call that a lateral, Brian.
They did.
And we don't have the benefit of on-field replay for the officials, so they've got to make that call in real time. Do we score points for the defense right there?
They do. That's 3 points for the turnover. And, you know, I don't know. They didn't let them go score a touchdown, so
Still waiting for them to officially put those points on the board.
And, you know, I think what happened on that play is Elliott sensed the pressure coming from his left and got rid of that ball probably much faster than he wanted to. And that, of course, was then a low-thrown ball. And since it was behind him, ended up being a fumble. So the score is 24-17 now. Looks like it was were 2 points there. And there's a run by.
Looked like the turf monster kind of got him. I don't know if he went down on purpose, but that was an ugly.
Is in at quarterback. It looks like they may be alternating drives between DeMarcus McEachern and Jordan Elliott. I'm gonna say that young man's name correctly one of these times and not mix it up.
You got all fall to practice, Brian.
Drops back.
Oh, almost interception right there on the deflection, Brian.
Yeah, it was a bit. He's thrown a bit behind Stanley. Hit him on the shoulders. A bit behind him. Now, if he could have connected with Stanley, he was in full stride and might have been able to run right down the middle of the field.
And you know, once upon a time, that's when the receiver, if he didn't catch that ball, he became part of the turf. But now with the new safety rules, it gives them a chance now.
Inside handoff and a first down on a 3rd and 2 there. That run by 22. Lully, who scored a previous touchdown. 24-18.
Tell him to get across the field. Tell the help to get across the field. He crawling up the seat.
Kirchner in the shotgun, trips to his right, single back to his left is Lully, drops back to throw, steps up in the pocket, going deep down the field, single man on the sideline.
Yeah, I think he's out of bounds.
Yeah, the official did throw his hat.
And he just split the cover 2 right there. The corner stayed up. The safety did not get over the top fast enough. That was a great throw right there by the quarterback, Brian.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the offense.
Just under 3 minutes remain in the regular portion of the game.
But I'd say we've seen about 100% of the snaps in the shotgun. Twins left, twins right. Receiver in motion. Inside handoff to Lully. And he picks up, they're going to say he got across the 40 towards the 41. Looks like a pickup of about maybe 5.5 yards or so.
You know, you talk about that shotgun, Brian. I mean, do most of these kids coming out of high school know how to put their hands up under center? They don't have that relationship with their center and quarterbacks like they did back when we played football.
3rd and long, and there's a run by Pierre up the sideline. 30, 35, out at the 20. Nope, they're going to say he's down at, looks like he stepped out at about the 22-yard line.
They're giving him 21, Brian.
21-yard line is where he went out. Nice run there by Pierre. That was Keon Pierre on the run. Listed as a wide receiver, but has the speed to play that position behind the backfield. So quickly to the line of scrimmage comes in. They got some defensive guys all on the field. So that may be a flag. It's got to be at least 12 guys on the field. Actually, there may be less than 12.
I see 2, 3 flags. They definitely had offsides because one of the defensive linemen was about 10 yards behind the quarterback, trying to get to the line of scrimmage. And he just finally ran off the field when they snapped the ball. Like, I'm just not gonna get there, coach.
59.5 remaining.
Tell him to get across the field.
The teacher.
Send him out. Let Markel run it. Tell Markel to run the ball coach.
Okay, they got the ball spotted in the wrong spot, unless there was a.
They're going to spot it at the 24, inside the 25 at the 24, and that's where they're going to say it's first down. So maybe he went out there. Oh, well.
No.
Okay.
Umpire walked it off for the wrong direction. It should be 1st and 5.
I'm going to wait until he puts the ball down before I say anything else.
Yeah, we got 1st and 5, Brian. They finally. Hey, it's spring for them too, Brian. Some of these guys are out here trying to make the conference as an official, so they want to get it right.
Ball at the 16-yard line. 1st and 5. McEachern drops, looking over the middle, back in the end zone, nearly interception. Coming out of the end zone.
Oh, that's a block in the back. That's coming back.
Yeah, there's all kinds of yellows coming out.
Just go down. Just go down.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't do that. You can't do that anymore.
And there's another flag right there. I don't know what that late flag came in for. We know what the ones at the 10-yard line are for.
So there's
1, 2, 3 at the 10-yard line. 3 guys caught that block in the back. We don't know what the second penalty is for, though, Brian.
3 points for the defense. Makes it 24-21. And just imagine, without that penalty, we could have had a run back and would have made a very interesting end to the contest. And I think that's going to be the ball game. That's how it's going to end with a final score of 24-21. And so both sides. Coach Harris will have a few words with both sides. Good spirited contest. Great crowd, and we had a beautiful night. Just a teaser for what's to come this fall. We should be so lucky to have fall football under beautiful weather conditions like this. Just to reset the schedule for the upcoming season for Florida Memorial. 11 game season in the NAIA, playing the Mid-South Conference. The schedule for the upcoming season will start again on August 28th against Edward Waters. Then moving to September 11th, the first home game of the year against Cumberland's Kentucky, and that'll be a big day here on September 11th. The first conference home game is against Kaiser on October 2nd. And then the homecoming, much anticipated homecoming, will end the final home game of the year will be November 6th against Weber International. So that'll do it for this blue and white spring game. As you see the team at midfield, it's been a great spring, I'm sure, and I'm sure there'll be plenty to work on and get prepared for the upcoming fall season. It's a pleasure to be here, to be able to bring this to you, and we look forward to a great fall ahead for Florida Memorial University and the Florida Memorial University football program. So for Brian Fulford and A.D. Drew, we thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for watching and listening. Be safe, and God bless, and have a good evening.